Hi, my replay crew. Ooh, look at this. Oh, goodness sakes. Look at this cuteness. In case you need a little bit of cuteness in your life at this particular moment. Look how long that dog is. That is one long dog. Hey, Boopsie. Boopsie Poopsie. Hey, baby Boopsie Poopsie. How cute are you? Can I rub your belly? Can I rub your belly? Shawnee's sitting at the front of the vehicle behind that curtain, watching the world. Just resting in the van with the screen open, or the screen, getting some fresh air. I'm sitting in a park, just relaxing. Holy, you guys! Oh my God! So I think I left Big Blue at gosh, I think it might have been like 7 or 8. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. Hi, Mary Gabrielle Southers. Oh, a little Canadian flag! Yay! Are you Canadian? Where are you from? So I just wanted to come in here because it seems like is it a full moon? Someone, can you check for me? Um, we're just gonna have a chat here. I haven't gone to sleep yet. Oh, I did sleep for, couldn't have been more than 20 minutes. So I'm way out of town. I'm way out of LA. Hi, friend Gott's Casserole Shoes 87. I love it. I want to hear the story behind that one someday. Hopefully in person. Good morning to you. Jerry Ramirez, good morning. Happy day 5. Wow, you're keeping track of my days. Wow. I don't even know what day I'm in. Mary Gabriel's just north of Toronto. Well, I hope I can come visit you sometime because I want to get this van out east. I have some friends in Ottawa that I need to visit sooner than later. I'm getting a cold sore. Stress. Um, Phew. So you're in this community, guys. So you know things feel a little wild right now. Just don't worry. Nobody's most of us aren't going anywhere, I guess. I don't know. So I was sleeping. So I drive way out of LA to rest and be outside of that, like I call the frenetic energy of central Los Angeles. And so I'm resting in my safe, peaceful place, sleeping, and then I got a knock on the door. The dreaded knock. Oh gosh. So that's not something that somebody, hi August, how are you? The knock on the door when you live in a van is not something you want to hear. It's like the dreaded knock, and people talk about that. People doing van life talk about that a lot, the dreaded knock. Um, so, anyways, I got the knock and peek out, and it's 2 sheriffs. I'm like, oh, wow, that's weird. Am I not allowed to? Well, I mean, I don't think they want people sleeping in their parks. It's a beautiful park. You should see this place. It's absolutely gorgeous. And families all around. Like it's just, ugh, I mean, I'll tell the little story now before I get off tangent. But I went for a walk in this park yesterday with the dogs, and I came across a family. Did I talk about this yesterday? If you're hearing this again, I'm sorry, but I got to make sure I tell it. A family of 4, and they were eating ice cream. They had a little girl with them, and I was walking up to them, and they had this beautiful purple tree behind them, and it just looked so beautiful. It just things like that really touch me. So I went up, I approached them and I said, "Can I take a picture of you guys? You look so cute." So she smiled and she handed me her camera. She said, "Absolutely. Like I don't want a picture of you on my camera. I want a picture of you on your camera so you can see what I see." So I did. And then I walked a little further and same story there was a table of like 4 girls, like teenage girls, Latinas. And I took a picture of them too, and they were so pleased. So anyway, so this is just it's a positive place for me. And just lovely. So then I get the knock. So the cops are there, and I'm like, oh my God, this is weird. What did I do? They caught me sleeping. Maybe I'm not supposed to sleep here. Like they don't want people camping. I would understand that. So anyways, I had trouble. I haven't even figured out how to unlock my vehicle when I'm inside, so it's so stupid. I feel 16 learning how to drive again. Anyways, so I actually got out of the vehicle and because I couldn't figure out stupid. Anyways, and I said, "Hey guys, what's up?" And they're like, what did they say? Oh God, I haven't slept yet. I'm tired. They said we had a call from somebody concerned about something about what I'm doing. I can't remember his wording. It's going to come to me later. I'll check back in, but it was something about concerned about why I'm here or something. And then I'm like, well, I was just like, this is, a safe place that I'm sleeping while I'm traveling. And he said, well, they're really concerned. It's sort of like, they're worried I'm some kind of predator or something with the van. So then I realized, oh my God, is it the signs? Because I have my Scientology signs on the van still. So they say it's a cult, kids can't consent, Scientologists escape here, and there's an arrow pointing to the handle of my door on the side of the van. So that could be construed as like if someone doesn't know what a Scientologist is, do they think I'm luring children into the van? And then there's another sign. What was the other one say? Oh, let them leave. Let them leave. Oh, and you know what? I just realized I'm looking out the window. That's a preschool right there. And I'm parked facing the preschool with those signs. So if English is not their first language and they're looking at the van and the signs, it just occurred to me. So anyways, I got upset. So I was telling these cops, and they, within 5 seconds of me getting out and I started talking, their faces changed. Like they were stern at first and their faces changed. Yeah, similar to a swatting is right. Similar, yeah. So, oh my God, I even cried, you guys, because I've never ever been in that position in my life. I cried. It's embarrassing. But anyways, and they felt so bad. They were super nice, but it's like within 5 seconds they could tell there's nothing going on here. Look at me. Come on. I'm the most vanilla person you could ever meet. Actually I have alcohol in the vehicle right now, not open, but hey, I might want to have a drink on my holiday. And I never drink. I hardly ever drink. But I thought maybe I want to relax with a drink after a hard day protesting one of these days. That's how vanilla I am. So anyways, then I'm so exhausted that spending the night at Big Blue, oh, I'll go into that in a bit on all the stuff happening. But I just wanted to get this little story out of the way. I cried the first time I dealt with cops too. Wolf Machine, thank you for admitting that. I felt really silly, but it was it's humiliating. Yeah, I was humiliated. I'm still emotional. And they were so sweet. I think they felt bad. So anyways, so I sort of ranted a little. I was like, I'm in LA to protest against a cult that abuses children. I drove all the way from Canada. For all they knew, I was some guy parked next door to the play school here. It's, what is it called? A preschool enrolling now. Hey, I wonder, Kings. Oh my God. Is it Kingsley Kid? No. Anyways, I shouldn't tell you guys where I am. Anyways, I'm still emotional. So thank you for telling me that you cried too, because it's the weirdest thing ever. And anyways, so I talked about Scientology. I talked about driving all the way down to do this, my passion for it. He said, absolutely. He was he was right off the bat. As soon as I started talking, he's like, oh yeah, don't worry. We're good. We're good. He could have walked away right then and there, but no, I had to get it out because at that point I was it just hit me so hard. I was upset. I'm just such a oh, there's the police again. They just fucking drove by again. Oh, and then he looked in. Fuck me. Are you kidding me? If they come to my door, I'm leaving here. They told me I'm good. I'm not doing anything. Maybe because my door's open now. I'm staring. I can't see any children in that play school. It's like a building with a concrete wall. They come back to me. Oh my God, you guys might see a real live. I'm leaving the camera on this time because don't come back. Don't come back. No, I didn't take the signs off. I asked him, should I take the signs off? He says, no, 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 because they read the signs before they knocked on the door. And they said, they're fine. That's your First Amendment right. Freedom of speech. He said it. Fuck. It's like I feel like I'm in Korea or something, North Korea. Like, what's up with the cops, man? Oh my God. Oh my God. I should just leave this spot and give it up. Go park at Walmart. Thing is, I have to leave the door open. It's really hot out and I don't want to run the car. I didn't take the signs off, but maybe I should. Oh, they're taped on. I'm gonna wreck my paint job. You know, practical reasons. It's like they're so like. Anyways, I get it. Maybe I just have to cave in and suck it up and take the damn signs off. If they come to my door, I'm gonna be. Why are people staring at me? Someone just drove by and he's staring at me. Oh my God. Is it because I'm parked beside a preschool? I'm not. I'm nice. Some guy just drove by and he's like looking in at me. There's 1,000 people around. This park is packed. So I don't feel unsafe. It's just, I'm not the bad guy. Guys. The signs are probably more understandable if the context is known, aka near the Sciento buildings. Absolutely. Exactly. They sound weird. I admit it. I admit it. It's just like I don't want to retape signs onto my van every time I get out there because that's a lot of, I don't want to wreck my van, you know? I did buy some magnets. So maybe, you know, those big heavy duty ones, I got some. So what's going on with my camera? I'm exhausted, you guys. Just tell to bring you dinner. Yeah, I haven't had breakfast yet, so you can swap me with some food. You know, and the thing is, I took the dogs for a walk like a half hour ago after this happened, and there were like all these kids running up with their parents to pet the dogs. I had to pick Shawnee up because she barks at kids, but Betty Boop loves kids. And all these kids are petting the dog with the parents there, but no, I'm the freaking. Okay, is everybody going to stare at me? Like, so I talked to a friend of mine that lives here, and they said that this is a very, very, very safe and very tight community here. Fair enough. Yeah, send breakfast or lunch, and I'm pescatarian. God, coffee would be nice. So anyways, isn't that funny? It's not funny, it's upsetting, but then looking back, it will be funny. Because I guess I got swatted. I caught myself looking at their guns on their hips, though. I honestly, I admit it. So anyways, so that kind of happened. And then like I cried a little and then I ranted about the state of affairs in the US. And meanwhile, there's a radio call coming in and one guy's listening and they had to go and I wouldn't let them. I said, everything went to hell 8 years ago or whatever. Like I started going off, you know. And I said, you guys really need to figure it out because the world is affected by you. I went there, you guys. Shut up, Heather. Jesus. So anyways, I'm ridiculous. I know. Don't worry, I know. So anyways, these poor guys and the radio's going. And so the one guy just walked away and he said, this guy's going to take your name. And he just mid-sentence, he walked away from me. And then the other guy, he was so cute. He was really good looking. And he goes, yeah, can I have your name, please? And I said, you're he said, what do you think of all this? I asked him, what do you think of all this? He says, I think that we're responding to a call, like, you know, they're one of their generic answers. Because I'm crying. Oh my God, it's funny now. Thank God I'm laughing. I'm really tired. He said, you know, I'm just responding to a call and following protocol or some stupid thing. So I told him my full name and my date of birth. And I said, "Does that mean I'm going into your system?" He goes, "No, not at all. Don't worry about it." Why would he need it if he's not going to put it in the system? Of course, I'm in their system. Oh my God. So then I said, "I'm not going to have problems crossing the border to go home, am I?" Oh no. I think I'm in a laughing mood after watching DOA yesterday morning. What's up with mornings in LA? Jesus. Is this the way we have to make up? To the replay to find out. Yes, you do, because the cops came and knocked on my van door. I got the knock. Oh God. Because a school or someone from a school complained about me. They're worried about me and what I'm doing here. Oh, because I still have my Scientology signs on the side of the van, and I parked at the edge of the parking lot so no one, like less people, would see my signs. I purposely, but I didn't realize there was a preschool right there. Oh, that's so ridiculous. Yeah, contact high, and I just finished watching DOA as well, so I'm all. Oh my God, I'm having allergies and I'm crying and I'm laughing. Oh my God, I'm a mess and I haven't slept all night. So, anyways, okay, so about that. Phew. And it's hot. Oh my God, I think it's going to be really hot today. It's going to get worse. It's really hot in here. I might have to see if the air conditioning works. I still have not figured out the fan. I was gonna, am I crazy? I was gonna watch YouTube videos. Was it 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago? And it was like a definite, I had to do it to get this fan working. So I might have to just start it up and run the air conditioner at the front. But then I can't lay down because it gets really hot back here. So yesterday, oh God, yesterday, um, I ran around and did a whole ton of errands, and it took I didn't get to Big Blue until after 6. It was nighttime. Oh my God. And I had planned to be there by noon. So I went to two RV places to dump, the van, you know what I mean, RV dump. And one place it was members only, and the other place was shady, and I want someone to help me the first time. So anyways, and then so that wasted because the freeways are packed, so it takes an hour to get anywhere. That wasted a couple hours, and then I went to Costco and I got some things. I'm trying to buy healthy food, and I went to where else? Anyways. Oh, and then I was trying to get to I saw Dan Walks LA, and he's one of the few people that I actually am a member of. I really adore that guy. I love his I just love him basically. So I saw he was down at the information center. So I decided to make a run for it and see if I could catch up with him there because I haven't seen him since I've been back. Or did I see him on this trip since I've been back? I don't know. Feels like a long time. But anyways, I couldn't wait to see him. So it took me, gosh, it must have been at least an hour and a half to drive. Like that's like double, triple the normal amount of time to get there. Traffic in LA is just, I couldn't do it. There's no way, zero chance I would ever do it, a commute like that ever again. So I actually got there. So I was in his, I had pulled over at one point and sent a check because I was watching him. And just to say that, because he had to go to the bathroom really bad. So I said, don't worry, there's a bathroom coming to you in 5 minutes. And I had already said hi to him and stuff. So he knew that, I was on the chat. And I don't think he quite understood what I meant. So that was, and then I actually told him also that I had a sign on the back of the van that said, honk if it's a cult. And I still had it taped on, even though I wasn't down like at Big Blue. And people were honking at me on the I-5, like a lot of people. And I'm like, why is everybody honking? Why is everybody so angry? And then I realized, oh my God, I have the sign. So I posted that and he laughed. He thought it was hilarious. So anyways, I got there and we had a conversation on stream. Then we had more conversation off stream. Then he jumped in and I gave him a ride home. And then I got him he was able to fill up the 5-gallon jugs that we needed for the encampment at his place. So I didn't have to go and hunt down some water. And yeah, lovely. It was really great. So good to have a friend like that like in the environment like this. And I have many friends, believe me. There's some really great people that I've been getting closer and closer to every day, and from my last trip. So, anyways, do you have to pay to dump? Yeah, that was the other part of the problem. You shilly sit. I gotta highlight that one. That's a good one. Can you believe what I'm doing? My mother would have a fit. Contact high from DOA stream. Yeah, contact high is right. Contact high. That's a good comment because, yeah, I'm not even sure what I just like. I don't know. I'm glad you're okay, Shilly said. Totally. Do you have to pay to dump? Yes. So the one place was $40. I'm like, no, there's cheaper places. So I'm extremely frugal. So I'm gonna have to shop around to dump my Shilly said. Sorry, it's gonna be a little bit of a weird one. Now that's community. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so um I'm definitely weird. I'm so dirty too. I need a shower so bad. It's gonna have to. I might skip it like the big blue thing today. I'll see how the day goes, but I might not be able to go today. I also have to check in and see what kind of coverage they have overnight because yeah, so then after I left Dan, I went to Big Blue and I just parked right on the red, right in front of everything. I got in trouble from everybody because not everybody, but I got in trouble because the security cam from across the street was blocked by my van, but we were all on the other side of the van and there were quite a few of us at that point and I'm like, don't worry, you don't need to anything behind the van, we're all there, so it's secure. I was kind of being stubborn a little because like I have nowhere else to park. There's no spots big enough for me. And I feel that the police are really busy in LA right now with the Palestinian thing. So I felt like I could get away with just leaving it there, but jump in if something came up. So in fact, cops rolled by a couple times and just kept going. Like they see that we're okay. So it ended up being so Lisa, oh, I forgot her handle. Shoot, I wanted to really push her. She's amazing. So this woman, I'm not gonna this woman, she's an older lady. She's an older lady, and I don't mean to in any kind of bad way. Just hiked and camped for like a solid month through mountains and deserts. Like she's phenomenal, and she's like, God, I could only hope. I'm not even in half the shape she is. It's incredible. So I'm just impressed with her that at her age she's doing all this stuff. Then she comes to LA to protest, and her daughter is always like rolling her eyes. She said like, so Lisa, does anyone Lisa's day off? Thank you, Krista. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, she's amazing. Oh, Rib Guy is there right now. Oh, there's only Lisa. Rib Guy is there. Okay, good. Oh my God. Okay, we need this all to come back together. Things are like floating right now, so we need to pull it all back together. We need you guys to help, please. Um, okay, so then I got there, and there was a lot of people. It was a lot happening, and I'm trying to get my gimbal working and get my feet under me and deal with the dogs. I left the dogs in the vehicle because the sun was already going down and it was cool out, and I just wanted to leave them in there and just be free. So, anyways, so then just a whole lot of stuff, just the usuals, trying to figure out how I can help um, but yeah, this. So then I got somebody in somebody in my chat last night, and this is public knowledge, so I can speak up, but somebody said, okay, no, I can't. I don't want to talk about this here. I don't want to do that. Hang on. So there's stuff going on with a bunch of streamers, and it's confusing. So I think it's best just to allow confusion and let things unfold without inserting myself, or for those of you out there, oneself into things too much. Let some of it play out with the people involved and just wait and be patient. Any kind of rush to judgment or rush to assumptions or rush to what you heard or rush to what you think you saw. There's a context that might be missing. All those things, let's just hold off, right? I think, because there's no things are not falling apart. They're not falling apart. Absolutely not. I'm not. I'm gonna keep doing this for the next week and a half, no matter what's happening. So just stay with us. Unfortunately, it seems like there's always something going on. Yeah, there is, of course. I don't really care anymore, and we can't care anymore. We just have to. It's a very mature take. Yeah, we have to, you guys. We have to just let it be. We have no control. Let go. We can't control it. Let it go. There's no point. I mean, do we proceed with caution and proceed with you know, I have to learn to shut my mouth. So be careful what I say and to whom and about what. And I may think it's innocuous, but it may actually be triggering to some. So I just need to shut up and wait. Be patient. Just be patient. Just focus, breathe, take some self-care. There's a lot of self-care missing right now. People say they're resting, but they're, I'm not resting. I've got a cold sore coming and I haven't slept all night and it's noon the next day and I'm still up. It's almost 1 o'clock. So that's not self-care. So I might take this day off unless, well, I won't get to Big Blue, if at all, today until later, like tonight, because I need a good solid 6 to 8 hour sleep and I need a shower and I need to dump my bathroom and I need to probably, just love up my dogs. My dogs are fine. They've had some walks and they're fed and all that's good. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's true and what's not. Is OSI in the mix? Probably somewhere. Was I swatted today? Swatted. I think that's funny, but there were no guns drawn. And they were really super nice. But was I? Yeah, that I'm okay. I cried for a minute. So what? Big fucking deal. I cried for a minute. Whatever. I'm just a little embarrassed, but that's another emotion. We're allowed to be embarrassed. I'd be a weirdo if I wasn't embarrassed once in a while. Let's have all the emotions. Why not? I can even get angry too. I can get angry at people. And I reserve the right to be angry at people or sad or humiliated, or I felt a little shame. Like I'm the person in the van in the parking lot next to the school. Wow. Like, yeah. So it's just really simple. There's not a whole lot to say, don't you think? Like, it's life. It is. It's life. I got to scroll back because I want to see what you guys are saying. Okay, well said. Thank you, Cats. Yes, let others iron out their issues because there's enough that don't have them, and it's not even that the issues aren't real. I'm not going to negate or invalidate them either. But if whatever the truth is, it'll come out and I'll find out. I'm just going to treat every single person with respect as a human being because there's going to be triggers, there's going to be wounds, there's going to be PTSI. I was reminded today it's PTSI. Um, there's going to be some mental health challenges. I have my own. I forgot my medication for ADHD, and that leaves me a complete disorganized mess. But it's a beautiful mess, so I'll just go with it. I spent most of my life used to it, so whatever. It's all good, whatever. So let people just do their thing and figure themselves out. And if anyone needs my help, I actually had, I think, at least last night, I found my place in this community in person. Because I'm trying to figure out, I don't want kitchen or bathroom duty. I'm not domestic. I'm not that kind of woman. I hate cooking. I hate standing for any length of time. And I have my own bathroom, so I'm not going to clean that one. That's another hard no for me. But I'm willing to do, it's not that I'm not willing to do work. It's just not those things. And I'm not good in the kitchen. I would be a catastrophe. They'd fire me anyways. My advice to DOA actually on the food issue, this was my first trip. I said to him, if I was in charge of feeding like people, because he was starting to do the barbecues when I was here before, I said I would make it a potluck and you take out what you bring. As in, if there's any leftovers or garbage, you take it. And that would be it. That would be my party that I would throw. But anyways, so, but I got to give myself credit because I have plans to throw a party while I'm here on me. That's, hey, my chat could help me, but if you want. But yeah, I'm gonna throw a party on me that's gonna be different and fun and a little bit of a treat. So yeah, just to contribute my part to all this. Anyways, let others iron out their issues. So the real goal is ending Church of Scientology, and the streamer wars should be ignored. Just my opinion, especially for those of us that are not boots on the ground. Right, exactly. Thank you. Because when we're boots on the ground here, we're to a certain degree, we're in the energy, we're feeling it, and you can't totally avoid it. So we're going to need you guys to be solid because you're in your home. You can go take a bath. You can sit in your backyard and meditate and maybe have a little margarita or whatever. Like we're in this and we need you guys to hold the phone for us. I think a big part of this whole thing is, I gotta be careful what I say. There's the whole mod thing going on too, and I think that can get out of control because I think there's some human nature stuff happening there. So I don't even really know details, to be honest. I don't want to really. I don't have the energy for it. I don't want to give it up for that. So yeah, the boots on the ground thing. Thank you for acknowledging that because this is a whole other level. Like I've been watching this stuff for months from home, like riveted, canceled my cable and glued to my phone and laying in bed, like watching for hours. So I get it. But when you're actually here and oh God, everyone driving by is looking at me. I wonder if the whole neighborhood is phoning around telling each other there's this person. People look at me. God, I feel like I should leave. I probably will after this. I'm not comfortable here anymore. It's too bad because it was my haven. Um, so yeah, we need you guys. I'm asking for help, and if you guys can go around elsewhere and just bring some peace, remind people to breathe. Like we're supposed to be getting self-care, and people are preaching about that, but they're not doing it. I'm seeing a lot of self-neglect all around me. I think I had one, two, oh God, no less than 5 people in the course of the overnight at Big Blue come to me in distress over a situation with somebody, and it ranged from very small, like what we could perceive as a small thing, to like, wow, this is like, are we safe? Type of situations. So it's the gamut. So there's so much that we need the greater community not to contribute to it in any way, shape, or form. So we cannot talk about other streamers. We can't talk. All the rules that everybody's assigned to their chats and stuff, we all need to, but we need these chats. It's without the chats and you guys, it's done. It stops now. So like, don't leave us now. Don't let all this stuff scare you off because it's just a few people really that even aren't wrong necessarily. They're just going through a thing. Just let them go through their thing and we'll try to support them the best we can. We'll find out in the end what the truth is, and we can, maybe look away for a bit while it's playing out if it's really painful for us in order to continue because, I have a really small window of time here in LA and I'm not going to waste it on this kind of stuff. I can't. I have a purpose here. I have a reason. Like I'm changing my whole life for this. So, I'm not just going to let some stuff like that take it down because this is predictable. We knew this would happen. We knew this would happen 100%. This is not a surprise. So now that it's happening, and it's grown over time, it's gotten even more shocking as time goes on. But I don't even honestly know the details. I can only watch so much before I'm exhausted, so I don't. But I have a lot of love for a lot of people involved in all of it, despite how it looks. There's a lot of love there. So let's just all like take a breath. it's been stressful for a while now and it's been sad, but like we can choose to, let's try to, we as in me, I'm going to start with me, to try to choose to look forward, forward motion, and keep my eye on the prize. What is the objective? And simplify. Like if you start to complicate the issue, anxiety will set in. So if you just focus on one simple thing of what, think of the kids. Think of the kids. It's simple. That's all we're here for. None of the rest of it matters. Like when we're talking about this in 20 years, because face it, many of us are still going to be friends 20 years from now, because we're going through history and some serious shit right now together as a community. And we're going to be talking about this. So we're not going to necessarily remember all of these little things going on all over the place, but we're going to say, wow, look what we did, because we're doing it. It's going to happen. Like, I mean, I was going to say I'll do it myself if I'm the only one left, but I know I won't be. I know for a fact I won't be. So it's going to be us. So, yeah, I heard some distress all through the night from people, and I think that's the gift I bring. Just trying to figure out where I fit in. So if I can be a safe place for people to go, and it stops at me, like I work in healthcare, so I can, it'll never go anywhere. And I'm not perfect. I'm going to do my best to be that person. And I have also discovered I have a gift with the unhoused and people less privileged than I am. I really enjoy those people, actually, more than average people. And my dogs do too. In my hometown, I invite my dogs. I invite unhoused people in my community to pet my dogs because it brings a smile to their faces. And my dogs love people. Yeah, believe it or not, Shawnee does love people most of the time. If there's another dog, that's a different story. And she's iffy with little kids. But anyways, yeah, it's life. So yeah, and you're right, Kate. If you get a group of people together, this is what happens. It's, of course, like we know that. We know that. And it's life. It is life. True. Like it's just life. So if this is all a big surprise to anyone, we knew it was coming. We talked about the fact that it was coming. It does not have to dismantle this community, because it's 90% of the community is still gung ho and raring to go and doing everything in their means. Like, I mean, people are spending money they don't have to do this. Case in point, like I'm not being rational in some of my decisions, but I don't care because it's really important to me. Oh, look, a healthy snack. So there's a healthy snack and there's an unhealthy snack. I actually bought the Oreos for the group, and then I bought those for me, but last night I had to dip into the Oreos. I can't help it. You know how it is. Anyways, it's rare when someone acknowledges that they don't have enough information to speak on something good on you. Thank you for saying that. Why didn't you sleep? Because oh wait, I think I'm going back. Let's see here. Protesters have had differences of opinions. Cults have had differences of opinions. Absolutely. I mean, because we're human. And this is our chance to learn to be better. So if we mess up and jump on a bandwagon and find out later that we shouldn't have, maybe, then go public and say, oops, I jumped on a bandwagon. I'm very sorry. And I will do better next time, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, start admitting, when, you know, cautious baddie. Am I a cautious baddie? Are we cautious baddies? I don't know what that means. Cautious baddie. I'll be a badass though, anytime. Okay, we'll talk to you later, Gwen. See ya. Someone farted. Oh God, thank you for that. Wasted energy on this drama. Yeah, don't waste it. We're just like, okay. But I do care about the people involved because it's very real. It's very real to me and it's very real to others. And if some of it's true, it's alarming, and we'll get through it and we'll breathe through it. That's just the way it is. Yes, some of the drama, in my opinion, should have been dealt with off screen. 99% of it should have been, well, 100% of it should have been. Interpersonal issues should not be dealt with on screen. It's just gonna, sometimes information has to be shared in order to keep people safe. So I'm gonna say that out loud. Because if I'm out there overnight in front of that freaking creepy building with 2 other women and a guy sleeping across the street, I better know what's going on with the people that are hovering around. So let's just put it that way. So I do need some information in order to make prudent decisions about how to conduct myself and my actions. You know what I mean? So I went in there like to stay overnight. I wasn't leaving Mindy and Lisa there without me. I'm a big girl. I can take some people on. Yeah, I have that protection aspect to me. Positivity only, is that what you meant to say, Krista? So about positivity, sometimes it's not positive. I think I think I'm more of a realist than I am positive most of the time, but not at the expense of realism. Is that the way you would say it? I'm more authentic than positive. So, hi, Simply Set. Thank you for coming in. How is your job doing? My job? I'm great. I'm not working right now, so I'm happy. I'd love to know who you are, chosen one. Do I know you? You're correct on any safety issues. I'm just watching people go by because I think they're concerned. I would love someone to come and ask me what's up, and then they can spread around the community that I'm just a fat old lady that's protesting a cult. You're correct on any safety issues, but protesters' personal issues with each other definitely off screen. 100%, Kate. 100%. And if you've watched my stream for a couple months, you would know how much I agree with that. I've been quite open. Yeah. So, okay. So I made it to the bottom of the screen. Okay. So what else can I tell you about? There was a fellow that I was approached this morning by somebody that was stirring a non-Scientology affiliated whatsoever, not an ever, like a community person approached me to say that they were very, very sincerely apologetic for their behavior. That's my hand in the way. Sorry. I'm just trying to be comfortable here. Um, they were very apologetic for their behavior the day before. And it was so sincere, it almost brought tears to my eyes. Like it was like repeated. And I said, well, I'm not the person to apologize to, but you look you look really good right now. That looks really good on you. And I said, congratulations. That's really hard to do. And thank you. As a human being, I really appreciate what you just did. That must have been really hard. And he melted. It's really hard to do that. Like how many people do that? How many people actually apologize in that way to recognize that they made a big mistake? And I wasn't even the person. There might have been some misunderstanding there too as well, but I'm not the one to say. I would just love to see conversation between some of those parties just to really get down to it and just take your time and listen and feel it and be humble. Like find the humility, dig deep for humility. I also talked to somebody in the protest community that, okay, my chat asked me to tell me to get somebody out of there. So I'm not a bodyguard or like a big person that could force anybody out of anywhere, but I can do me. So I went and did me, and the person left happy with some tasks at hand. So that's all I'm going to say on that. And I felt really good about it, and so did they. And that person left with a big bag of recycling to take it away for us, and some really cool things to help outside of that protest spot. To some really cool things that could be done to contribute in a really quiet way that would not get any attention necessarily. So let's just say that that was that's what I call a win-win. So I can't share much more than that. I'm really sorry. But that's just the way I'm going to keep it. Um, let's see. Valentine Care Bear. Cute. My take is similar. Stressful environment, heightened emotions, poor delivery of messages, as well as human mistakes and feelings create explosive moments. Best to cool down and take emotions out of it. Exactly. We all have to reserve the right to have an explosion. Please allow each other that opportunity to be a human being and have an explosion or have a whatever you're having, but be really careful in how you deliver that and how, you might have your explosion and it's public, but then what? You're going to drag it out? Like, careful, because some things are permanent and you can't take it back. Like if you plaster it all over the internet, yikes. We love and admire all the protesters and what they've all brought to the table, hoping for quick resolve among all. Yeah, no kidding. If we can just leave it at that and just like, soldier on, because they'll come around and they'll come back and we'll be the solid community still standing, right? What a gift that would be. That's how you can help. It's critical. That's the only way to help. I just want to highlight this message on the screen. I think I forgot to do that, and I really like it. Just take a moment to read that and take a deep breath and really take it in, please. Thank you for that. This one too, beautiful. Thank you. Like we uh we need that. We all need to remember that and spread it around. Like it's not pretending everything's okay, because it's not for a minute. Things are not okay right now. That's okay. Just be real, but be kind and real at the same time. And direct. Be direct and kind at the same time. That's hard. People don't know how to do that. We don't get to practice that. Simply say, "You're a rock star. I'm so happy you're there." Oh, thank you. That makes me want to cry because I wish I could stay. I wish I could. I feel the pain all around me and it really hurts. Like I'm really, really empathetic and it's hurting. I see around me in pain. And it's not just the people you're seeing, there's more. There's pain all across the board. These people have been at it for months and months and months. And I'm really like seeing the effects of it. And I really encourage, if there's any streamers watching, please go to the beach or like just go and do something really, go into nature, like LA is really, like there's no place for my dogs to pee. There's no grass. There's no, the trees are like 100 feet tall, like the palm trees. There's like, I'm used to way more green. At least that part of LA. Like there's nice areas in LA, don't get me wrong, but where we hang out and these people hang out every day after day after day, it's not. People need to find some nature and really not just like, don't go just work out in nature. Go and sit in nature and really, like, honestly, just meditate. I got to use that word. And meditation could be just listen to music that you love. Like that's meditation. Anything that takes the thoughts out of your mind for a minute is meditation. Whatever it is, do a craft, do your artwork, sing a song, whatever you do, like that's meditation, do it. But try to find some nature, because like that's breathing, it'll breathe for you. And we need to breathe. So we're agreeing with Valentine. Did I catch that one? Okay, yeah. Thank you for acknowledging that, right? So right before I had to leave earlier, I had asked if you had an email by chance. I looked and could not find one. Oh, sorry. I'll have to check my setup. I'm an amateur. So that's why guys have to, and I'm old. So even though I'm a systems analyst, I'm not good at the social media stuff and the like gadgets. So that's why I'm struggling. I'm really good at software and healthcare and like rolling out projects and implementations and stuff like that and data. So right before I okay, so my email address, funny story, since there's some new people here. Last time, before I left home, I did a live stream announcing that I was hitting the road and I got the van and all the things. And I told that chat, there weren't that many people, I think maybe 20, maybe, if that. And I announced that I was going to change my email address to hamitup again@gmail.com. So it matched my YouTube channel. So I got off the stream and I went to do it right away, immediately. Someone freaking took it. Like who? No one in the world chose Ham It Up Again as their email address before that moment. So someone watching my stream went and snagged it. No one's offered to like sell it to me, but it was just so like, oh my God, this is real. I'm in this world now. I got to get smarter because I'm dumb. Like I need to really slow down and think before I do and say things. So anyways, I went and got Ham It Up Again at proton.me. So gotcha. So Proton is new. I hadn't heard of it until recently. So I think enough people are starting to use it. So yeah, ham it up again at proton.me. And it's actually a really secure email system. So I like it. I like the looks of it. Just reading up on it, and I was impressed. So I'm actually glad it happened. So thank you, whoever, you little stealer. Thank you for that, because I got the better email address. You weren't thinking, were you? Gotcha. Just kidding. Even people like that need a little love. Have a good day, Heather. Thanks, Krista. You too. Okay, hibernate. Love it. That's a favorite word of mine. Turns of 4 hours and out. Yeah, that's a good idea. Huh. Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe 6. For me, it would be longer because I'm here for 2 weeks. So I would want to do longer than 4 hours, but it's up. Like I could say 8 and make sure 8, like there's 24 hours in a day, 8 hours there doing that, 8 hours sleeping if I'm lucky, and then 8 hours just at the beach or walking in the redwoods or whatever it is. Here we go. Here's a good one. Spicy Mama 03 says kids cannot consent, period. This drama of streamers needs to stop. It's about saving kids from scamtology. Exactly, you're right. The only caveat that I would add to that is that saying that the drama with the streamers needs to stop is giving a little bit of energy to it. Just ignore it completely without even stating that, because that puts pressure on people that are in that drama. Because the word drama has a connotation of unnecessary, it was stirred up. I think it's just simply humans are having human experiences and emotions. So I wouldn't call it drama. I think it's just everybody's really, this cult is sucking us dry, really, in a lot of ways. And so is exhaustion and all those things. So, not to question what you're saying in any way, shape, or form, I would just word that differently personally. So if you go elsewhere, take in the perspective that, there's some people having some challenging times right now. Let's let them have it. We're not going to take that away from them. It's part of their journey. They need that growth. If people are having crisis right now, they need the growth. It's come to the, it's a learning. It is an opportunity to change. And I've had my biggest breakthroughs in life when I was in crisis. So, God, I sound like a new age like workshop, but it is true. So I'm going to use those words just from experience, not from anything I learned in a cult. Okay, so when the protesters use foul language, it turns me off and I get hate for expressing that. Well, everyone expresses themselves in different ways. So I like freedom of expression, but there's a caveat to that too, because when people use certain words that are like condescending to women, or I don't like that. It makes me really uncomfortable. There's certain words or certain ways of describing things that triggers me, but it's not on them to protect my triggers because they don't know them. It's up to me to take care of myself. But if you're using heavy language or descriptives, understand that they may not be able to hear you because you're using those, because they'll shut down. It's a mechanism that we use to keep ourselves safe, I guess. I'm not a therapist, but I have a lot of experience with these things. So, is anyone protesting right now? I honestly don't know. I was going to check before I came on just to see. Because I think someone said that, well, Lisa's going to be there. I forgot her name again. Lisa's day off. There it is. I remembered. It's a miracle. And I heard that Rib Guy and Lisa's day off. That's enough. As long as there's a couple people there, we're good. So it's quiet this time. Well, I shouldn't say it's quiet. Depends who's there. It's as quiet as depending on who's there, if you know what I mean. But Scientology's always up to no good, so there's always a potential for something, no matter who's there. Let's put it that way. I don't know. Does anyone know if there's anyone protesting right now? I'm probably way behind in the chat. Here I go talking a lot. I'm in the right little role here, passing my time talking. I'm with you on, but I just have to give them grace. Grace is really not the one in the trenches. Exactly. So grace, I love that word grace. And I did not understand what grace meant until I got into my 40s and 50s. Grace means when someone messes up, just let them have it. If they're not really hurting somebody, like sometimes you have to step in. Obviously, life is not cut and dry. It's not, I always say it, life is not black or white. Sometimes you step in and you stop it immediately because it's abuse. Other times you got to give some grace because we all fall apart sometimes. And I would not expect us not to have the opportunity to do that. It's normal and natural. And it would be wrong to tell someone not to. So yeah, I love that word grace. I actually looked the word grace up in the dictionary, like on Google, quite a few times before I started to understand what it was. So there's a challenge. Go look it up. Go look, what does gracious mean? Grace and gracious. What does that mean? What does it look like? It's definitely not judgmental. Try not to be judgmental. Sometimes you have to judge. If the laws are broken, you have to judge. If somebody's doing something extreme or dangerous or abusive, you have to judge, right? Maybe we can look up the word judge too. I'm not lecturing either. I don't want to come across that way. It's just, I just really want this movement to just continue, and we can hold the fort while everybody gets themselves back figured out. Okay, can we just hold the fort? Because we can. I know I can. I'll do it myself. I'll go sit there at the encampment by myself. I mean, I would sleep there if I had to. You know, if I could get some parking. Parking's my biggest problem down there. Okay. If someone hasn't slept for at least 8 hours, should abstain of judgment. Yeah, let's sleep and then judge, hey? Or not judge. You can do a dummy Gmail account for free. Yeah, I know. I went to get Ham It Up Again at gmail.com, but somebody took it. So I wanted the Ham It Up Again because I wanted it to match my YouTube channel. Okay, so you're saying can on board with 4-hour terms. I'm not sure what Kanban board is with 4-hour turns, but I would be very interested in hearing more about that. If you have any details, definitely email me at hammitupagain@proton.me. So bizarre. Yeah, that's a good word. Bizarre, weird. Can't make this shit up. There's lots of ways of describing the whole situation, but let's just stay calm. Let's confuse everybody and require PGP messaging. Oh my God, don't do that to me. Talk to me in 8 hours, okay? Queen Suki Meow. Hi from Santa Cruz, California. Hey there. I love that name. I forgot to do my land acknowledgement at the beginning of this stream. It's a problem I'm having. But I do acknowledge and respect and honor the people that came before us of this land. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here as I'm a visitor to this land. I understand it can be frustrating. One thing I would mention is every ex-Scientologist has said it is ingrained in them to use the foul language. They were raised to them, and it is just natural. That's right. Absolutely. I mean, they were potty mouths. I mean, as kids, it was just from day one. That's all they ever knew. So I'm not offended by it. There's some words that we could do without, and ways of describing situations and people, but I'm responsible for my own triggers. It is what it is. That's the world, right? Like, okay, Rib Guy and Lisa, good. I'm so glad Rib Guy's there, because, anyways, okay, good. Am I really behind? There are some non-streamers there as well, So like Greg type people, because that's good too. You guys, I gained like 200 subs overnight. What the hell? Okay. Thank you so much. I do want to make a go of this for years to come in the way of, oh, there's a lady going by and I gotta leave. Some girl just walked by with a ID badge on her hip with her phone on me. That wouldn't be Scientology. They don't wear badges like that. I gotta leave. I'm considered a threat right now to this preschool. So I gotta go. I'm gonna finish this stream as soon as I get through the chat here, and I'm gonna leave this location and I won't come back. I've upset some people and I didn't mean to. If they only knew who I am. See what assumptions can do? Wow. I'm upset about that, actually. I don't mean to upset a preschool. I just love this community and differences of all these beautiful streamers regardless. Exactly. Me too. That's why I'm here. Who does your hair? I want to go there. Me? Oh God, my hair. Oh my God. So I just look, I'm so bruised. I have bruises all over me. I have health issues. Thank you though. My hair is a mess, right? I'm gonna take your compliment and say thank you and shut my mouth. I do like the undercut. I have a ton of hair. Even with the undercut, I have so much hair, it's ridiculous. So the undercut is gonna help me survive the summer. I'm gonna sit up because people are coming by and recording me. People are recording me, you guys. Jeez. Holy, that's disturbing. Okay, it's really hot in here. I think it's gonna be a scorcher, and I'm not good with scorching. I'm just gonna sit up so I don't look too weird. Serenity, there's a word. Yeah, unless you're calling out someone else's name. Anyways, if it's someone's name, great. And if it's just a word you're putting out there, I'm going to take that one and tuck it in because, yeah, I love it. I use stillness a lot, and stillness actually means a lot. Stillness is inside, it's outside, it's all around. It's a deep, deep, deep level of meditation that is really hard to achieve. But if you can get there, it's gold, and try it. Try for it. I highly recommend meditation. We all need to meditate, no matter what religion or non-religion we follow. It's important. I think they're starting to teach it in schools in Canada. I hope they do here too. Just stillness, mindfulness, and stillness is really critical to mental well-being. I learned so much in my 40s, my 20s and 30s. I allowed people to walk all over me, never again. Yeah, I understand that. As long as you don't swing too far and react from that past in the now, just in case our perceptions are affected by, oh God, now they're seeing me with a camera facing the school. I wish someone would just come up and talk to me and then they can all settle down. Oh God, I'm like facing that way where the door is. So now they're seeing me look out the door with my camera on. I'm streaming. See, streamers get a lot of shit, don't they, for their cameras? I'm sitting in my van streaming to you guys. And I'm worried about people seeing me streaming and pointing the camera out there. It's on me. The world needs to catch up. Get with the program, people. Simple elegance or refinement of movement. Oh, simple elegance or refinement of movement. That's grace. So that's one definition of grace. Yeah, that's not what comes to mind when I think of grace in the context that we're speaking, but I like that too, because if you're refining your movement and you're in simple elegance, there's lots of pause there. There's lots of you're not rushing into anything, you're not rushing into thought, you're not even taking in some of the thought or the environment. So that's actually can tie into my understanding of grace is to give grace to somebody else is to give the opportunity for them to figure out what they're doing without explaining to them what they're doing, because they may not understand. They won't get it till they get it themselves. Okay, temperance. Okay, that's temperance. See, are we doing the Scientology thing, looking up words? Can you imagine? Okay, our word for the day that we're going to look up is temperance. Everybody go look it up, and then what do? I don't even know. I was never in Scientology. Temperance. Can we take that one away? I'm going to take that one away because I'm not sure. You're welcome to explain it here, or your perception of it, and then I'm going to also go and look it up and do some, I don't know that word. Interesting. And I have a good vocabulary. Philosophy stream. It's not normally, but today it is. I do like philosophy. I like talking deep shit. Okay, so I'll aim my camera over there, so if someone drives by, they can see I'm not aiming it at the school. I hope someone comes and talks to me. And I'll show them that there's 35 people watching right now, and that's who I'm talking to, and that's why the camera's up, and explain those signs on my van. I would love that opportunity to explain myself. This is case in point. I need a drink. Not an alcoholic drink, just a refreshment. Case in point, if I get to explain myself, I'm not considered like a creeper in the parking lot next to a school. Like, look how easily it was so misinterpreted to the point that the police were called, right? See what happens? And look at me. Do I look like, anyways, it's ludicrous. So let's be careful, man. Like, seriously, let's really be careful, because wow, if that was an actual like accusation, what if the police did show up with guns drawn? Now there's sirens. See, now I'm scared again. Los Angeles, Jesus, please don't. No, please. Sorry, I'm just gonna take a moment. This is not normal. Look at me, I'm a mess. Okay, they went by. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, let's be a philosophy stream. I don't really want to make it like that normally. Hopefully we can laugh most of the time and talk about how shitty Scientology is. Yeah, I'm going to try not to swear so much. Sometimes it's my easiest way of expressing myself, because I don't hold, like, those words don't hold a whole lot of energy for me personally, but I understand that it does for others, and I want to try to respect that, so I'll do my best. Can you give your doggo a hug for me? Okay, Jerry, you can do it right here. Hey, Betsy Boopsy. Hi, girl. Are you so cute? Are you so cute? Are you hiding? What are you doing? Hi, baby. Look how cute she is. She's got like smoky eye. My dog was born with makeup on. Look at her. She's so beautiful. She wears that harness. It's actually a harness because Um, the strappy harness is not comfortable for these dogs with long bodies. It's really hard to get a harness that is long enough and doesn't dig under their armpits. So there's a reason for this one. Shawnee's is a really expensive high-end training harness. So it is the strappy that clicks in, but I spent a fortune on it that I needed for a class that we did. You wouldn't know it that Shawnee's had classes because she's not obedient anymore, but I just haven't maintained it. So anyways, that's why she wears that harness. Shawnee, come over here. Hey, baby. I just don't want her to, I'm not sure that she can't get out under the screen at this point. Yeah, there's your hug for the dogs, Jerry. Um, Sending you so much love and support. This is Mindy Candy. Sending you so much love and support from Oregon. Very happy to see you there. And thank you for sharing your adventures with those of us who cannot be there with you in person. Oh, I know, I remember who you are. Thank you so much for coming back in and being here when you are. Yeah, it's my pleasure. I would have done it regardless, but I can't tell you how it's 10 times easier having people along with me. And I really hope that you all get a chance to come out and do this because it's kind of life-changing, actually. Lavender Junkie. Hey, I know that name. I'm trying to remember how I know that name. It was good seeing you last night. I need to get the handles and the in-person names all matched up in my mind. I have a horrible memory too, so really good seeing you too. It was good seeing everybody. Can't remember. Oh yeah. Hey, oh yeah, I won't say your name, but Handmaid's Tale? Does that mean anything to you? I think that's you, right? And my Handmaid's Tale lady friend. You're gonna be my friend for life for that one. And we really get along. Maybe poke your head out and talk to them. Well, they're driving by. That's the thing. They're driving by in cars. They're not walking by, except the one lady with the camera. And it took me I kind of froze. So yeah, if someone else walks by like that, I'll say, "Can we talk? I just want to explain who I am." I got to point this way because I don't want to upset anybody. But I am gonna move. I really have to sleep today. You know what? I might go to the beach and sleep there. Because the dogs can just, we'll find a tree and I can take my mattress out and just lay on the beach and just sleep. Um, Thing is, it's Southern California beaches. It's not like it's okay. All right, Shawnee. Shawnee likes to sit in my seat in the front, look at people walking by. Are you at Big Blue? No, I'm not. I'm way far away from Big Blue. I purposely go a far distance from Big Blue when I leave. I don't want to be anywhere near Hollywood or like center of LA, so I'm way out. I need normal. And that part of LA is not normal, in my view. Wait, the police were called. Yeah, the police were called on me. So I explained it in the beginning of my stream. You can go back and watch it. It was, yeah, that was fun. Can I have an Oreo cookie? I wish I could share because I don't want to eat the whole thing. I have to stop now and then get them out of my car when I get downtown, back down there. Yeah, I will go back tonight. I just need to shower and sleep. I'm glad you're there and sorry for the BS. These POSs are pros at scaring people. Yeah. So we don't know if I don't think it was Scientology. I phoned somebody that I trust very much and we talked it out and we're pretty sure it's not Scientology. It's this school, I'm pretty sure. So my bad. I should have thought it out, but I was really tired when I parked and this has been my safe place. There hasn't been a problem here. I even told the cops about taking pictures of the families with their permission, telling them this is a really beautiful scene with the tree behind your family. Can I take a picture of you guys with your camera? And then they smile and they're like, "Oh yeah, thank you." I'm not a weirdo. Yes, handmade tail. Okay, good. I adore you. I'm so glad you're here. Take the dogs to Rosie's Dog Beach in Long Beach. Yes, that's not too far from here. I'm giving a little bit away, but not really because yeah, but yeah, okay. Thank you. I needed a good suggestion. Rosie's Dog Beach. The problem with dog beaches is big dogs. Thing is, if they're off leash on a beach, Shawnee's not going to care about other dogs, and I can take a ball. Yeah, I'll take a ball. I'm going to post a video I have of my dogs on the beach in Oregon, so you can see like the dachshund part of this channel. Introduce you guys to what I do with my dogs. If you go to Santa Monica, I have an awesome restaurant recommendation. Okay, please, actually tell me now. Actually, can you email me? Because I will go to Santa Monica. I love it down there. Ham it up again at proton.me. I need suggestions. Oh, and I'm vegetarian. I'm pescatarian. So, but most restaurants are vegetarian friendly. So, and I'd love to meet up with any of you if anybody's in the area. We can meet up at a dog park or at the beach or restaurant or whatever you like. I probably have to go to restaurants like at night when it cools down because the dogs will be in the van. I live by a park and see all kinds of randos. I honestly think it's the signs. I would take pics if I saw you in the wild. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. And the person I talked to kind of came to that conclusion as well. Like if people don't understand what Scientology is, then that it can look really weird. Only Oreos with milk. I don't really drink milk. I get sick. But I do eat cheese. That might be a cult school you're near. You know what? I was looking at the name of it. I saw King, and I wondered if it was a Scientology, like one of those Scientology schools. Because if that's the case, and I'm sitting outside their building with signs on that would be gold. Then I'm happy. I'm gonna actually look it up before I mean, literally, it could be a Scientology cover school. You know how they have those? Can you imagine the coincidence that would be? That would be amazing. Because then I'm happy I'm here with signs, right? Is the girl going by recording me with her camera? That's what Scientology does. Well, we do it too, but they do it. I need to lay down again. Oh, God, I got to show you this dog. Look at her legs. You're so funny. She crosses her back legs. She's so funny. Look at how long this dog is. So freaking cute. Okay. I'm lying down. Good doggy. No one can get near you with the cute little alarms. I know. Tell me about it. I really pissed off Rib Guy this morning because Shawnee woke him up. So the thing is, that it was the situation, right? I was having a really intense conversation with a really intense guy in a really intense situation, and like to the max that I can't really talk about more because I choose not to. And I had asked Lisa at the far end of the encampment to hold the dogs for me while I did that because it had to happen immediately. So anyways, we're down there and at one point, I didn't share this part. At one point when I was talking to that person, one of the OSA security guards came out and started taking, like, we weren't that far away. We were like 20 feet away. He came out and started taking flyers off the poles, like the wooden poles. I'm like, we were talking and I'm like, wait, we need to pause this conversation and we need to go over there. So I went over there and he just hung back. The guy I was with just hung back a little and I did my thing. He allowed me to do my thing. That was respectful, actually. That was a good move on his part. He didn't do his thing. he just allowed me to do mine. Um, so I approached this guy and I helped him take flyers off the pole. Whoever put those flyers up, I'm sorry, but it was an opportunity to connect with them. And I'm not like thinking I'm some miracle that's going to be the one that gets anybody out, but I can picture the guy. We've all seen him before. I don't know his name though. So, anyways, he was taking flyers off, and there were a ton of them on that pole, so I had lots of time. They were stapled on. So I started helping, and I was picking off the little tiny pieces to clean up the pole. He was doing like the big parts of the posters. And here, I said, "Here, let me help you." And then I talked to him about how I said, "See that van down the road there?" I said, "If you can come with me right now and get in, and I will take you. I can escape you out of here in 10 minutes, and to be escaped for good." And I said, "There's lots and lots and lots of people donating tons, thousands of dollars to help you guys get out of here, to get you, if you need an apartment, a car, education, therapy, whatever you need to build a life for yourself, and people to talk to and a community. So I just wanted to let you know that's there, and I can do it right now. If you're at the end of your rope, we can do it right now. It's just a split decision will change your life. You'll never look back. The people that have escaped can't believe what they were in, and they are incredibly grateful that they finally made the decision to leave." And his eyes were flickering, like I could see that, I could see something going on in there. He mostly didn't look at me. He was just task at hand with that little smirk on his face that they have. But I get that little glimmer in their eye when, they're paying attention to the words. Then I talked about how, like the usual stuff, about, I hope you know that that children being sec checked and audited, a lot of that activity is illegal. And some of those rooms that they're in have massage tables, and good things don't happen there in some cases. And you need to be aware that that's what you're in. And that's going to be prosecuted. David Miscavige, for sure, is going to go to jail if I think, yeah, he's going to go to jail, and among others. And I said, don't be one of them. I said, it's time now that you can help this side of things because it's inevitable and you have a decision to make. And I said, I'll be here, I'll be around. So if you want to think about it and come out, we'll see what we can do. So that's what I do. I mean, I probably drive other people batty with that ridiculous. It's ridiculous to some people, but that's what I do. And all I need to do is look in their eyes. And when they look at me directly in the eyes and I see something like a shadow passes of some sort, it's hard to explain, but I know something happened, right? So if it's a little something, so be it. And I'm kind. And I said, you know what? Look at me. I'm not crazy. We're not crazy out here. I'm an SP. I get that, but I'm not. I'm normal. I'm kind. I came all the way from Canada to do this. I'm trying to save the world just like you are. And this is how I'm doing it. So when you decide that what you're doing isn't working, I'm willing to show you another way, type of thing. So I talk. And then he was done with that poll and he finished. Like, he didn't run away. And then he said, thanks. He said, have a great day. And then he crossed the street. So I think that's their new shtick, is to be friendly and nice to the nice people. I mean, if I was yelling at him, he wouldn't have, I'm sure. But I think that's their new shtick. Like, I'm not fooled. And I'm just as capable of yelling as I am doing that. But so anyways, so that happened too. And I was tempted to cross the street and help him with that pool as well and continue. I really didn't have much more to say. And if I wasn't with that person and that was underway, two things were happening at once. I would have crossed the street. I'm pretty sure I would have continued helping him, but not saying a word, just being with him. That would have been my next move, because there was nothing more to say. Because if that didn't get him, then nothing will, right? There's no point. But I had to get back to the case in hand. And yeah, I can't really share more about that. I just want to keep that out of the mix of all the stuff. There's enough stuff to think about. So let's just park that for now. Maybe I'll talk about it in the future. I hope I get an opportunity because it was actually, in my opinion, it was beautiful. So, all right, simply said. Did I would go off on a way tangent? Get used to it. If you don't like that, I'm probably not the person for you to watch. Do you need any certain support or help when you get out there today? Um, what do I need today? Today I just need simple. I'm going to keep simple. I need to leave this spot. I need to, I should probably, I need to sleep and I need to shower and freshen up. And then I need to have a good meal. I have healthy food in the van, in the fridge. The fridge is working. And then I need to go to an RV place. So I need to do things. What can you do to help me? I don't think anything today. Mm, oh, okay, chat. I'm going to be announcing something that we did talk about last night in the streams with the people that were there. Henri was there too. Henri, gold, that guy. Gold. I can't wait to spend more time with him. And we will, because he's, I don't know, I think I might drive him crazy, but I think the other way around, he's gold for me because he's really intelligent. He's got great ideas and he's fresh. He's really fresh. So I have a feeling he's going to be back sooner than later. He's all over it. So he's going to be an extremely valuable asset to this movement, and he's right up my alley in terms of a partnership for, not a partnership, a community member. Because we're all going to work together. But he gave me a really, really freaking good idea that I'm going to execute before I leave here. So you can help me with that in terms of, I don't want to pay for all of it. So I would, if I don't get help, I'm going to do it anyways, but the help is appreciated. So I'll announce it at some point, and it won't be a huge, big secret because I want everybody involved, and we have to decide what to say and all these things. So let's make it a community project, and it's going to take us away from Scientology buildings. So, which is the really cool part, because that's going to play into some of the people that can't be near Scientology buildings, perhaps, if they so choose. So that's an opportunity. Uh, so long term, we're not talking about just today, I'm going to make a go of this. I do want to retire fully, so I'm going to make a go of this. I'm going to push this channel will be about cults, dachshunds, and van life. And the cult of the day is Scientology. So until they're taken down and safely gone, that's the focus. And then once they are gone, and I'm going to say once they are gone and out of the way, then we're going to start to tackle the other ones. So that's, I need a community to back that. I'll just say it that way. You can help me grow. That would be really helpful. Help me grow. Now's the time while things are hot. Do you remember last night you was mute for a while? You thought you were talking to us. Jerry. Oh, you were such a rock star last night, and you kept me laughing too. Yeah, I was mute half the time, but I was showing you things. Did you see? So you got to see, not hear, but at least it was halfway there. I'm a bit of a, I was going to say airhead. I'm not an airhead. I'm very intelligent, but I have ADHD, so I'm interesting. We'll put it that way. I'm interesting. I will email it to you. Awesome, Simply Said. Thank you. I like some good recommendations because I don't want to go to fast like the restaurants that everyone like the known ones. I want some really good suggestions. I also want to go to a show while I'm here because I'm a big fan of live theater and music, live music and live theater. So if there's anything playing in LA right now, or any big names like concerts and stuff, I like smaller venues. I don't like arenas. Like I'm not going to go to a big arena show. No, no way. Been there, done that a million times. I don't do it anymore. So something like what's the name of the theater in Los Angeles? That's the Lid. I can't remember the name. The Avalon, I think, is one of them. That size. So, anyways, I wouldn't mind getting out once or twice just to experience some vacation time. Seems like a nice interaction. Yeah, it was awkward. I'm going to say, I think nice is a, I wouldn't use that adjective. it was heartfelt and, yeah, I guess nice because it was genuine. He was human. It will register. Little mustard seeds will grow. Oh, do you mean the interaction with the Scientologist or the other guy? Anyways, both were the same. It was equally challenging and interesting and heartfelt and hopeful. Hopeful is really a good one too. Did you get a lot of humps when you were driving around? I'm not sure what that means, but my van is bumpy. Takes it all in. Don't ever wonder why you're there. Don't ever wonder why you're there. Yeah, because I question myself. I think, don't we all? I do a lot for sure. I'm trying to work through that. Hi guys. Like yeah, because I wonder like who watches me, why. So I get what you mean. Hi guys. Hi Clash with Boo. Bow. Clash with Bow. Hi there. Um, good to see ya. Well, I cannot help with that. LOL. I will send on email. I love Henri. Yeah, I call him Henri. That's the Francois, the en français, Henri. And he's okay with that. He likes it. We talked about that. Can we get a van tour one day? Yeah, we can for sure. Actually, I did a van tour. If you go back a few streams, it's in this trip. I did a van tour, so definitely you can have a look. Oregon Valley Girl, yep. Zero, yeah, that's what takes down a protest is excessive noise and neighbors that are unhappy. Yeah, so their decision to quiet it down was a good one. And I came in guns a-blazing because when Michael got arrested, I arrived like 10 minutes after that from driving in from out of town. And I saw everybody, like, Michael was arrested, and everyone was standing there yelling, and it was all like chaos when I arrived. So my adrenaline shot up and I got right in there right away. So I left the dogs in the van. It was at night. So yeah, we have to be really, really sensitive to the neighbors right now because we have had some uh, feedback that was not welcomed properly, should I say. I heard. I'm not sure about that, but no money to send. However, I will promote the heck out of it. That's perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Because really, like, views and all that count too, right? Like, so if you're watching, you've subscribed, you're commenting, you're here with me, my morale is higher because you're here. So that's gold to me. Like, that all is part of it. So you don't need to send money. The ones that can will, and then you do that other stuff, you know. And when I do need help, if I, post a call to action, like we need to send a message to the whatever the governing body when they're jamming our internet at Big Blue. And I come on and say everybody needs to go and send an email to such and complain that Scientology is breaking the law by jamming. That's how we get them. We get the FBI after them for jamming signals, and then someone will get arrested for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of stuff you can do, and that's just as important. So I love all the hearts. Thank you for that. Love it, love it. I haven't learned how to clip, but I can take the timestamps and send them to you. So you can clip some people just walk by looking at me. I haven't learned how to clip, but I can take the timestamps and send to you so you can clip or have someone and send to Natalie ASL. And if you guys could help me with that, that would be great. Yeah, I don't have the time or the energy or even the technical experience to clip what I'm doing and sending to them. So I may have, yeah, I feel like I'm invisible to them, to be honest. I don't think they have any idea what I've done. Like, I've protested. My last trip, I protested by myself in Ventura, Portland, San Francisco, Pasadena, and yeah, that's it. Those 4 cities by myself. And, a tremendous amount of money has been spent on my travels. But that's okay. That was my choice as a vacation. But I wouldn't mind getting out there. So you could help with that for sure. Thank you very much. Van life with dachshunds and dumbasses. Yes, absolutely. That would be a good like banner. How do I do that? I gotta remember. Can you email me that line, please? I'll make a banner and put it on. Van life with dachshunds and oh my god, that's really funny. Oh my god, that's really funny. It's heartbreaking not seeing Way out there with y'all. Yeah, I know. I miss him. I miss my buddy. That's for sure. But you know what? Everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen because we needed a shift, I think, in a way. And there's some shifts happening that nobody expected that are going to prove to be a good thing. That we just have to be patient and wait out because we don't know yet what's unfolding. Things always work out in the end, but it's uncomfortable. You're very welcome, Clash with Val. That's really appreciated. Thank you. Do not eat at La Poubelle. I did. Did you know that? I ate at La Poubelle. It was really good, actually. I'm being honest. It was good. I had a pasta dish. I drove into town from Canada and I was starving. It was the first hot meal I had in like 4 days. And I was invited in. I was looking in the grape drape when I got there, and they didn't know who I was because I was not a protester up to that point. They had no idea who I was. And one of the staff was right at the door, and he opened it right up, and he invited me in, and I made a split-second decision to go in. I'm a big girl, like I can handle it. So I went in, and I thought I'd scope it out, and I needed to be in a place to get my intuition wrapped around it and just get my feel for it. I need a feel for things. I'm a Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Leo rising, so I need to feel things. I need to be there and get the vibe. So I went in, I got the vibe, and my dog is she's dreaming. My dog is dreaming and wagging her tail. The cutest thing ever. I've never seen that before. Oh my god! And look at her feet. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my god. Yeah, at this point, I'm not eating at La Poubelle because they know who I am. They probably have like a wall of like faces, and I'm on there now. I mean, they chased me out of there with a bunch of PIs, and they sent a PI in there after me to talk to me at the bar. I had a drink too. And I asked for the first time in my life in a bar. I asked for premium gin. I said I want premium gin and surprise me. I was feeling spicy and peppy and feisty. I was on a mission. I was just wanting to talk to whoever was in there. So I sat at the bar and talked to the bartender, the one bartender, and I met some people at the table beside me, and she was from Canada originally. She's a model in Los Angeles, really, really nice couple. And and then the PI walked in and stood next to me and talked to me. And that's on, I told that whole story. You go to my channel back lives with Shannon from Chicago Scientology audit, but it's on my channel. I streamed it. You can watch the whole story. It's fascinating. So nobody in the big names in the community, I think, even know about that because that whole situation got buried under the Zach stuff. So, and I'm going to say no more about that stuff. But so I kind of slid under the radar, even though it was like a really big deal what happened to me that night. So it's interesting. Who farted? I need to, so I'm holding it. So thanks for reminding me. Jeez. FCC handles that. FCC. Something commission. I forgot what we were talking about, but thanks for, if somebody wants to tackle it, please do. Oh, the FCC. Are we talking about the jamming that I was mentioning? The federal something commission, I'm thinking. Yes, please do that because we get jammed every day. Hi, everyone. Anyone can send timestamps to Natalie's. That's it. That would help so much. I don't have the bandwidth for it. And even when I'm at home, I'm busy because I have a full-time job still, unfortunately. I've asked for a change, but I have to wait for it. Your cool accent is calming. So I have an accent? Really? No, you do. Who says you? I have an accent. Maybe you have an accent. Have you ever thought of that? And when I go to Europe too, they say that. Oh, your accent is so cute. And I don't say a. I think that's hillbilly, but I do say hey a lot. YouTube how to clip is on my list. Me too. Absolutely. I've done it, but it's like it's too short. I need longer. Like they should give you a minute so I can make a short, you know? And I want to be able to clip longer than like they're doing it to protect stream creators, I think, so that people don't steal stuff. But you know, people are out there that do that. They, you know, because when is it not insane? When it's not insane, I would love to hear your Canadian protest stories. I've never protested in Canada, but I protest. Yeah, you mean the ones like in the U.S. as a Canadian? So I did. It's all on there. It's all if you go back. So I'm the lady that did the Handmaid's Tale outfit. So if you go back in my lives, back to April, in April, I came up here, down here. So the stories on video, they're all there. But I will tell stories because I love telling stories. But I mean, I love talking. So I'm happy to relay them that way, but maybe my memory's changing on them. Laughing is healing. Yeah, right? Oh my God. I was watching, did you guys watch DOA yesterday morning? I sprained my tonsils laughing so hard, and I think I strained my ribs and my laugh. Oh yeah, I've never laughed so hard in my entire life. I am 100% sure that I have never laughed that hard in my entire life. For sure. Like my tonsils still hurt. Good story. What happened? I'm not even sure what that's about anymore. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have good stories. My last trip had tons of good stories, let alone this trip. And I'm already in a fog because I don't know what's happening minute to minute. Every minute is a new story. It's insane. That's why I have to document this and talk, even if no one's here. I'm just going to keep doing it. And also get my freaking I got to quit running out of battery. If you guys watch my live streams when I'm out there protesting, Jesus, I keep putting the phone down. I've got the dogs. There's chaos. The phone dies. Somebody's like, Heather, move your car, blah, blah, blah. It's just, it's too much. Like, oh God, thank God I have the van. Because I can just come in here and shut the door and just like, I can come in and sit on the toilet for 15 minutes. You know what I mean? I've invited 2 or 3 very special people to my toilet, and that's it. Dan Walks got to use my toilet yesterday. I showed up at the information center right when he had to go. And I actually let him know the toilet's coming to you in 5 minutes in the chat. And they're like, what? I'm just being weird as usual. But once I got here and I said, there's the toilet. That's what he's like, oh my God, that's what you were talking about. We weren't sure. Hilarious. How was the gin? It was fantastic. It was fantastic. Like, it was really good. And it was something different. It was a gin drink I've never had. I don't even know what it's called, or what was in it, but it was really good. They weren't drugging me because they don't know that I'm a protester. So I never, and Zach and them were outside. There were 2 or 3 people outside at the time. And if I got drugged and started to feel woozy, I would just stumble outside and help me. I just asked for help. It was really simple. Federal Communication Commission. Perfect. Yeah. So let's keep on those things. You guys need to be there for that because we don't have the energy for it, honestly. Mindy is excellent at putting out, go to Mindy's channel and go through her community page. And if she's asked for something, just do it. Spend the 5-10 minutes. Please do it. I can't even begin to tell you how critical that is right now. Because there's more than just what you're seeing happening. So this arms those behind the scenes attempts by people to get some movement at the government level. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Look how cute that is. That's a freaking long dog. Um, so yeah, that's what you can do for us. That's a big thing you can do for us. And just be here. Major. Okay, I'm at the end of the chat, and I've been on for almost for an hour and 45 minutes. I'm exhausted. I need to leave and never come back. I'm sad because I love this place. I guess I could take the posters off and then no one would ever notice me, but kind of resentful. It's like, just don't make assumptions, you guys. Like, let's all not make assumptions, okay? Please, let's go back out. Take this away and just simplify your mind. Strip out everything that's happening. Think about why we're doing it. Encourage people. Like, pour the love all over the place right now. We need it. We need to stay. Let's keep it together, because it's not going to come tumbling down if enough of us. I think the vast majority of us are capable of that, and the ones that aren't, we need to hold them up for now. We need to catch them, right? Like, sometimes I'm going to need to be caught. Right now I'm the catcher, so let's all be that. If you feel you have it in you, let's go out and catch people, even if they're, even the controversial ones. Everyone's human, right? Like, you don't know. If you could watch a movie of those people's lives going way back to the beginning, you might cry. So let's just remember that. It's yeah, I just want to leave on that note, because you're so much more part of this than you realize, and you've been told that, but I was told that when I was at home working and wishing I was down here. There's so much we can do. So take that. When you hear call for action, please do. I think Serge put one out today. Did he? Was it, am I dreaming that? Serge did one. Mindy does it all the time. Can just go back over her stuff. I think I did a couple at certain points. Scroll through those and just take the minute. I know they're a drag. It's not fun. It's not sexy. It's like dry as hell and ridiculous, and it feels like it's not going anywhere. But think about it. If everybody's chats did it, and thousands of people are doing it every single time that someone's asking for it, like, they've done the research to get you the form or the email or the what to say and why we're saying it, and for you, do your part and act on it. That's what I'm asking for. That's what you can do for us, all of us. Um, so this movement is still growing, and we're not going down. No freaking way. Take care of you. Without you, there's no us. Exactly. There's no without me, without you, there's no us. The other way around. So it's all equally important. I just have the privilege of being here myself. I'm lucky and I'm grateful that I can be. So yeah. Okay, guys. I'm gonna get out of here and start to feel like a normal human being again and not a weirdo. Wow, there's a story, hey? I'm glad I documented it right away. So you're getting it fresh when I'm still in it. There were tears at the beginning of the stream, so if you didn't see it, go have a look. It was, yeah, I cried. Wow. I don't cry easily anymore. But that was a new experience, and I needed to. They felt bad. The cops were they were sheriffs. They were super nice. So let's not hate on cops by any means. I actually adore cops most of the time, to be honest. My experience with police has always been really good. Well, mostly till this Scientology thing. So, okay, I'll let you go. So I'll check in. I will definitely come back on later once I get feeling a little better and some tasks done. And thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for being here. Take care. Bye.